Hi everyone, hope you're fine. Today I'm very happy to look at with you the Pioneer DJ DDJ-200. So it's a brand new little controller from Pioneer. It's for beginner if you want to discover the universe of the DJing. But according to me, it could be a little controller to have in your bag if you are a medium or a very not famous DJ, but a very accomplished DJ, because this little unit is very comfortable if you need something to mix in the train or something. You can put it directly into your bag and mix everywhere if you want. I only have one little account. The product is delivered with this little cable to allow you to have both PFF, the Q section, and the master section directly in mono in each cable. So you have your, there is no sound card, so you will have only the output of your smartphone, because this unit can work with WeDJ in Apple Store, or maybe in July and August with Play Store. You will have algorithm DJ, and you can, because the USB cable act like a dongle, licensed dongle, you can directly mix into your record box in your computer. If you don't have any license with numbers, etc., you can even with that, you can mix with your DDJ-200 with just the USB cable, but there is no sound card. So this cable to mix with the Q sections and the master section, but I don't really like this. I know this unit is for beginners, so it's a low price, etc., but I like to have the in my opinion, I like to have the best part of DJing. When I mix, I need to have a stereo output for my headphone and a stereo output for maybe if you're in a train, for example, and you practice a little bit and you have just to have your headphone, it's not a problem, and you mix with it. But if you need to make a little party or something like that, you need to have a device with high level and stereo output. It's not possible like that, but you can, and I will show you in the video. The application, the app, the WeDJ app can easily have multiple output if you plug a sound card in it. So it's very great. You can control your app and have a real headphone output and a real master output if you need. Just before, let's see how you can take your track with WeDJ. You can now take your track directly into your iTunes playlist, but the track you put directly on it, or the track you buy on track you buy on it, but not Apple Music. It's restricted. It's not possible. You can easily take your track with Beatport or directly on SoundCloud. It's for WeDJ. If you use Algorithm DJ, you can choose your playlist in iTunes like WeDJ. But you can take, if you have monthly, I don't know in English, abonnement, monthly, if you pay monthly Spotify, you can use your playlist with Spotify, no problem. But only one problem: you can't record your mix if you do like that. You can record if you take the iTunes tracks. So first, the connection. It's easy. There is only one USB behind the DDJ-200. But how can I play with my app, etc.? It's Bluetooth. So first, I will show you how to connect a real sound card to output your stereo headphone and your stereo master. So all you need is the little connector like that, allow you to have the USB port and a power port here. So in my example, it will be an HDMI output, but it's pretty the same. So you put your HDMI you plug with a battery. I wanted for this video to do all the things without any power supply. So you only need this power bank for your smartphone. So it's done. My smartphone is recharging, and only one for the DDG. So I will put like that and put it into it. Here it is. So everything is plugged, and I have just to launch WDG. So first, the sound card to show you how it works. So for the sound card, it's really easy. When you plug it into WDJ, you have just to go to the parameter, audio, and you will see audio device setup. And you see with HDMI, but it will be the same with a sound card with 4 output if you want. You can easily put the master output on channel 1, 2, and the headphone output on channel 3, 4. So I have a real output if I want to make a big if I want to make a party or something like that, I can do it like that. So first I have to plug the DDJ-200 because it's plugged into Bluetooth. So it's blinking here. You have just to go to the connection, connect DDJ-200, and you will see it will not blinking here. There is a little video here, and it's done. I can make my music like that. So first plug, it's done. After, to choose your playlist and your track, you have just to push. There is, just for explaining that, you will have certain gestures with the screen, the touch screen, and certain with the unit. So you have to jump between them if you need. So in the unit, in the touchscreen in the smartphone, I can choose my playlist. I will put this track here and this track here. When it's done, you can see in the playlist, I can choose here if I want my music. So in the smartphone, be a part if I have a monthly paid, and SoundCloud if I want. So it's cool. And you have the same thing with Algorithm DJ, but it's not Beatport, it will be Spotify. So my track on here, and you can see in the track, you have several analyses, like the BPM analysis. You will have the BPM, the waveform, of course, the grid, and little new thing is the phrase. So we DJ analyze the phrase, so you can have the intro, the chorus, the drop, they call it up, the little break, they call it down, etc. And it will be cool because you have a phrase sync here with the beat sync. So the software, the app can match 2 BPM, 2 grid if you want, or 2 phrase, and we will see after when we will be near the faders. So when my track are loaded directly on deck 1, deck 2, I can play it, and I will have my we will see the mixer part. So you don't have any gain control because there is an auto gain. You have just to plug here, note here, audio, auto gain here, and you have every gain matched like that. After, after you will have your EQs, so the high and the low. After you will have the color FX. You can choose each color FX. You can choose, for example, a filter on the left, and you can choose a crush on the right. And of course, if I do it, I have my low pass, high pass on the left, and if I want, I can have my crush on the right if I want. I will take filter here. After I have my PFL section, my Q section, I can easily choose my channel 1, channel 2 or master. You can directly in here, you can have the level of your PFL here if you want. And it's done. And after you will have your fader and crossfader. You don't have any curves on your fader. It's a little compact controller for beginners, but you will have a crossfader curve just here in details. You will have sharp, little curve here, or you will have smooth like that. And let's see now the transitions FX and phrase sync. So transitions FX allow you to make little transition. You can choose here. You can have more transition if you want. It's in-app configuration if you want. So I have just to check if my two tracks are on the same BPM and go like this. So I have my fade, normal fade. With my FX. Now it's a filter. I can have an over if I want. Like echo spin, I will have an echo and a backspin. But I prefer echo out. It's pretty cool, this one. So you can choose every I like filter mode like that. It's pretty cool too. And I can have phrase sync here. So I have just to cue my second track. I go to another part of my first track, choose phrase, and you will see here it will match every time the good part. So you see it start, I can start like that, but I will start in the break here. It's very cool. Of course it's for beginners, so you don't need to do this all the time, but for beginners it's cool because you can have a view of every panel, every function of the DJ world without have learned every step, etc. So I can make it with the faders too if I want. I put like that. I put phrase. It start. It's cool. I put down here. Of course I can do it with my filter here. I can do it with a lot of function if I want. So it's pretty cool. But if you're not a beginner, don't use it all the time, of course. After you will have the deck part. So the deck part allow you to make a lot of things. Like I said, you can touch the functions, but the choose of the functions are directly on the smartphone. But the action is really on for the main functions or directly on the controller. So it's very cool. You have a low latency of making something. So I have hot cues. If you want to leave the hot cue section on the screen, you touch twice and you have hot cues. You can choose every hot cue you want. You can choose its point directly into your track. You can erase it. You can do it with or without quantize if you want. I will put half a beat. So you see everything is cool. So I make off. The hot cue can be a loop. You have just to take a loop here, maybe 8 loop. You go hot cue, you choose here, and you erase your loop, and return to hot cue, and you will have hot cue if you want, or loop here. When your loop, you don't want your loop, you have just to go to loop and click here. You can erase your hot cue if you want with the shift button. After, so the loop can be 116 to 8 bit, can be automatic like that, or can be manual with manual mode. So in, exit, reloop, half, twice. After the beat FX allow you to make some sort of FX directly into your pad. You can edit them directly on your screen. If I don't want, for example, this release echo, I can make a spiral if I want. A spiral 1 bit, and you will have your spiral here. You have your spiral under. You can make a roll. Every FX like an echo, reverb, or post fader, or post color FX. Or reverb. And you have the feedback here or here. So pad FX. After sampler. So sampler can be the samples directly on the app. You have an essential pack, 909 pack, FX pack, etc., or voice pack. But you can edit and make your own sample directly in. If you have a little place with sample, you can do it here.
What? Yeah. Drop.
So sample. So we see in every manipulation with the controller, you have little functions directly on the screen that you can do directly. You can do the sleep mode, allow you to, you see, if I have the sleep mode, allow you to make some manipulations, but the track still play underneath. So when I'm doing maybe a backspin, every time I go backward, forward, backward. But if I take sleep mode, you see, my track still play under. With hot cue, it's the same thing. If I stop the music, you will see on the screen the little bar for the sleep mode. You can do something else with the slicer. It's only on the screen. You can manage your grid if you want. You just click and set the grid where you want. You can increase or decrease the waveform if you want to be more precise. So you can do a lot of things like that. On the left up of the sleep mode, you have a little function here allow you to make a pad FX. So you can edit the two FX here, the first one here, or you can edit the second one here. So you can easily make an FX like that. And of course, it's post fader too. Okay, you can, of course, we told that you can beat sync your track, but you can, of course, with the pitch part here, move your track, move the tempo of your track with the pitch, the tempo slider. You can do it with or without maintain the pitch of your track, the tone if you want. You can easily change the pitch range, tempo range with your finger or directly here, and have a wide function if you want, or with master tempo, and you can of course make something like that. So I think we have seen everything on the app, on the DDG. If you have any questions about those two, feel free to ask on the video. I will answer with pleasure. If you have any questions for Algorithm DJ too, don't feel free to ask. Don't hesitate. It was the Pioneer DJ DDJ-200. Thank you for watching this video. See you next content. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.